Hello friends! Today we are continue to explore the topic how to draw in an ugly way and why it is super powerful ability for an artist. In my previous videos I already started this exploration, but today I will show you one tiny trick which will help you to overcome this perfectionism and to start draw in a more expressive way, more freely and with fun and enjoyment. So I am Victoria from this creative maze, and in recent series of my videos I show you how to draw people without any fears and just to enjoy the process and draw it freely and in your own way. So let's dive into our today's sketching practice. So for today's practice we are continuing to explore characters from this movie To Rome with Love. So we are getting a series of illustrations united by the same movie and the characters from it. And our objects of attention today is this couple. And what we have here in almost every of my videos from this series of tutorials, I am talking about how I choose references. So little by little, I suppose that you will get the whole idea how to do it in a better for you way. As an artist, you understand that not every reference is good enough. And to make our sketches more engaging, more emotional, more eye-catching, we need to have a good base. And it is easier for us as for artists to have a good base to start from. So here is our couple, and I will tell you just a couple of words about them, why I have chosen them, because it is a couple. A couple is always more interesting than, in general. You understand me right, I suppose. That when you have some interactions between people, it is more interesting when, in comparison, when you are drawing individual person. You can compare this or this. Of course, if when you will draw your own sketch from my today's trick, from my today's tutorial, you can choose any reference, but I would like to show you something more complicated, more interesting, more challenging, for you, to show you some way to how to improve your vision of sketching. So today it is a couple, because couple it is more complicated, so it is more interesting for you as an artist and for your viewers. And we have interaction here, and I will explain in a minute what I'm talking about. And what we also have here, that you already can start imagine stories with, like Sherlock Holmes. When you have just one guy, no, you also, like Sherlock Holmes, could tell you a lot of things about him, but we are not Sherlock Holmes. But here you can see, I will I will draw you a little scheme to make it more clear, okay? So what we have here? We have interesting combination, like this woman, she is a wife, and this couple, she's like dragging him forward, like she's more energetic in this couple, and she's like who decides in this family, and he looks more passive, and we can read this body language. He's more passive, and he also hanging back a little bit, like maybe he doesn't always agree with her, but he's not rebellious, so he continue her her way of doing and thinking. So, and how we can see it, like this body language things. She has this inclination of, I will explain you with this scheme, and after that I will just draw without any preparations, because it is just to give you an idea how to think, how to choose your reference and why it is important. I suppose that you understand me. And here it is even more inclination here, so like you can see this dynamic. And while drawing, we are going to exaggerate. I will try to do it, and I will hope that it will be visible. And he, at the same time, he has the opposite inclination, and this more, his body is not that energetic, his hands like passive, and you can, when you can see how different these two schematic people look like. And we are going to show it in our sketches. So this is it with explanation. If something is not clear enough for you, write me in comments, and in my upcoming videos I will try to explain it more, maybe more visual, maybe in more details, because I suppose it is clear when you see on this scheme. If it is not, let me know. What we are going to do. I'm right-handed, and our today's trick is draw with my left hand. So just if you're left-handed, use your right hand. You're not dominant hand. It is the main way how to do it. And for this sketch, for me it will be even harder, because I have my tripod right here, and everything is, I don't have access to it, and I do it for the reason to create some obstacles which will push me out of my comfort zone. So I'm going to draw even don't plant your elbow on a table, just keep it in the air. It will be harder for you. So our idea is to draw the same silhouette. It's not dominant hand. My elbow is not stands, it doesn't stand on the table, and everything is much harder. And I also would like to mention that I don't train my left hand to draw regularly, purposefully, because I want to keep it innocent in a way that I don't draw it. I can train it and I will draw better, but I need this feeling that I'm drawing like a child, maybe. Oh, there's not that. It is not that brush. So I try to demonstrate you what we already discussed in my previous part, that he is that he has this passive position, and he's leaning back a little bit, like this is his silhouette, for example. We can even change the story a little bit, but she is super enthusiastic and energetic, full of life and joy. So our goal is to exaggerate a little bit proportions, to draw it ugly, because when you don't afraid to draw ugly, it doesn't mean that your result will be ugly. The result could be different, but the main reason why we do it is because we want to prove that we don't afraid to draw people. And this is a perfect way how we can do it and how we can draw. And she's like melting here. So I will finish with, my goal is only to draw the silhouette with my left hand. You can draw the rest also with the left hand, but for the reason of speed, I just want to continue everything with my right hand. You can do as you wish. Your main goal is to draw the silhouette, and you can see how dynamic silhouette I got. You can improve something just if you need, but not necessary. You can stay here. So we block our layer, and now it is, as I usually tell you, that now it is the final part when you just continue coloring everything. What we have here, we have a little bit changed his position of his face, like he turned his head. I don't know why I have a hole here. I would like to cover it. I was usually drawing step by step from left to right because it is more convenient for me. So just watch how I do it, and I suppose that it's no need of explanation because I showed it so many times in my previous videos. You can return to them and observe everything in details. I have changed the color of his tie, and in a minute you will understand why it happened. It is like I would like to exaggerate the idea that this woman decides everything in this family, and it is like the color of a tie, it is her choice, not his. And in a minute you will find out why it is red. This character is ready. I will add a little bit of shadow on his nose. And I'm going to start to color his wife. So now when our female character is almost ready, you can observe that she wears red dress. In the reference, she doesn't. But when we sketch, we invent sort of our story, our vision. And I decided to change it, to exaggerate the pose, why they walk like this. So I decided to change the color of her dress. Now it is red, and that's why his tie is also red. It's like her decision. And she would like him to, like, sort of he's her, how it is called, like he's her trophy, and she wants to show it to others. And what else? No. What else we got here? Her purse. I would like it to show. I would like to. I also changed it a little bit. I added so many of this details, and everything is like tied together. And it is like he's also tied. No, you understand? His pose is like he's kept. No, I suppose that you understand my point. And this purse is showing that she is serious woman, and don't joke with her. So we're almost there. So a couple of touches, and everything will be ready. I also decided to change the position of her head or hand, like it was low, and I would like to lift it up a little bit, just to show that she's like hers, with all his guts, everything that that he is her like belonging. And it explains this his inclination to her, like. No, you understand. If not, write me in comments. Why I circled her nails? Maybe you want this explanation. And I will tell you that it is just, first, for fun. Second, to make more contrast, like this. It is more visible now. And the third reason, that it's like a rhyme with your buttons. And it is just fun. A lot of circles. These, no, they are ovals, but they are circles. These buttons, they are rings, they are also like circles or ovals, and these details on her purse. So everything is, and even we can do it on her toes. Just, do it for fun, experiment. Don't afraid to do some silly things while sketching. The sketching is to maybe to find the borders where you can do something silly, and how it will affect your sketches, and just explore it. It's some lighter parts, like a little bit of glare, and on her lips also, so glossy. And maybe the final step will be to add some shadow under them. I all the time I tell about it, to just to plant them to the ground, to draw something more realistically. So you can continue longer and longer, but the main thing is that the sketch is ready, and you don't need to improve it more and more. Just stop somewhere, and that will be the best the best way to complete your sketch. So that's it for today. I hope that the tutorial was fun, interesting, engaging for you, and you enjoyed it as I enjoyed it. So what have we got? This is my sketch. I will post it into my free Telegram channel. The link to it will be in the description, and I also add there in comments the reference to it, so you can observe everything. You can compare my sketch and my reference and find differences between them. No, it is a joke. I hope you understand. And you can, for this tutorial, use my reference, or you can find your own reference. And I encourage you to try our today's trick, how to draw ugly sketches, even if you don't allow yourself to draw in an ugly way when you use your undominant hand. Everything works by itself. It's for you. It is no need to add special attention to it. Your hand will do it for you. I hope so. But of course, you need to observe your reference and find what you need to exaggerate, to force, to make your sketch more interesting, more juicy, more dynamic, and more attractive for a viewer, which grabs attention. It is very important. It is the most important thing in sketching. It is my position, but you can trust me. So, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I hope that you were drawing also along with me, or after this video you will try to do something with my little trick. And as usual, I encourage you to show me your sketch for my today's practice into my free Telegram channel. The link will be in the description. And for today's post, in comments, you can add your sketch and write a couple of words about you. Who are you? What is your name? Where are you from? And something about your creative journey. And of course, I'm interested in how our today's practice felt for you. Was it complicated? Was it strange? If you had some unusual thoughts or feelings, or maybe some interesting ideas came to your mind, write me in comments here under this video, or in my free Telegram channel if you are sharing your sketch. And in my upcoming videos, I will definitely show your sketches and comment them. I will give you some feedback and words of encouragement. So we will see each other next time, and I'm even thinking what to talk about, because I have a bunch of ideas. We will definitely continue with exploration how to draw ugly sketches. I have one more very, very good trick, and it is especially for drawing digitally. No, just keep in mind. And it is super helping thing when you want to draw something expressive. Maybe it will happen next time or in a video. Maybe we are going to find out how to travel staying on our place. It happened to me yesterday, and I also want to share you with my recent experience. So if you have some requests, some specific requests, what you would like to explore, what would you like to draw, maybe some techniques which are you interested in or with which you are struggling, write me in comments, and maybe I will find a way how to help you. So stay tuned and see you very soon. Bye.